Hi, I'm Bob Knote, and this is Beyond the Chaos, my new YouTube channel where I go into things other than Jaguar stuff. In the last video, I said that I was going to go in and have a couple of MRIs done related to a bladder cancer issue that I've been dealing with since, well, late last summer, I guess. And I had one done last Monday night and one last Wednesday night. Monday night, we were going to take a look at the kidneys because there was supposed to be a spot on one of them that the ultrasound showed. And also to take sort of a, now this is my assumption, to take a look around the rest of the abdomen and make sure there's no other surprises down there. And then on Wednesday night, the subject was going to be the bladder again. There appears to be some sort of issue there still. Well, I know there is because there's a lot of blood and clots and so forth in evidence. So anyway, Monday night, the kidneys. Well, first of all, I believe I mentioned that I have an issue with MRIs. Well, Valium, number one, is a really good tool to deal with that. But also, these new MRIs are open-ended. The one that I had before that just about sent me around the bend actually was closed. And to do a MRI on my knee, they put me in head first, which makes sense to nobody that I've talked to. But this one was shorter and it was open-ended and it was new and fresh and not at all like that one that I was in before that looked kind of like a Star Wars spaceship maintenance tunnel. It was ugly. But it was so easy that I thought that I would just take the Wednesday night one and not take the Valium and save that for good. And it went fine. You know, these things are just a non-issue anymore. So anyway, the results. Monday night, the kidney MRI showed that the ultrasound was a false return. There was nothing on my kidney. In fact, they looked at the spleen, the gallbladder, the adrenal glands, and whatever you can see when you're taking slices through a human body, and everything looked clear. So that's good news. Wednesday night, the bladder MRI showed that there is indeed something going on there. It looks like there's polyps coming back, and that, you know, that happening so soon after surgery in October and November is kind of a big deal, I would assume. So, you know, we're going to have to, well, what I'm doing is I'm going in on Friday, this coming Friday. It's Wednesday right now. And Doc is going to scope me again and see what's going on. And on the one hand, it's kind of scary because if things go really bad, then I walk around the rest of my life with a plastic bag strapped to my leg, which would be inconvenient. Best case scenario would be if we could do something with this surgically. And at this point, I'm okay if they do the invasive thing. Go in, cut things up, put it back together, and I'd be just fine with that. So, a little bit scary at this point. However, what I usually do in situations like this is I assume the worst and pray for the best. And if I can get at peace with the worst, then what actually shows up that isn't the worst is a good day. So that might be a little nuts to do it that way, but and plus the fact that I've got a real strong sense that God has me in his hands on this, and whatever the outcome is, it's what it's supposed to be. So here we are. In 48 hours, we should know a little bit more. And I'll let you know what that is then.